With a secret update that Grow Garden has just made, everyone in the game is able to get a free Mega Lollipop. And no, I'm not talking about your ordinary lollipop which you can find inside the gear shop down here. No, I'm talking about a mega version that is literally 100 times better. And the best part is every player in the game can actually obtain this super easily, and I'm going to show you guys secret tricks that we can do in order to all get this at the same exact time. If you actually currently go to the rewards, the developers have done a secret update where they have introduced a brand new Mega Lollipop for 65 billion milestone. Currently, at the time I'm recording, it's at 44 billion, but by the time you see this, it's probably going to be like 45, 46 billion. And as a community, we are literally only 2 days into this update, so without a doubt, we will be hitting this milestone. And you're probably wondering exactly what the Mega Lollipop does in case you have not heard of it, especially in a long time. This right here is the Mega Lollipop. As you can see, it is called that, and if you look down here, the effect of this is that it increases your pet's age by 100. Is it currently obtainable? Yes, but it is also limited. There is literally only one way to obtain this, and it is incredibly hard to do so. Right now, the only way is going to your achievements and heading down to, I believe, the core pets right here. As you can see, it is one of the rewards, the Mega Lollipop, if you actually complete every single possible achievement in the game. That literally takes hours upon hours, and this is so much more faster. This thing is super OP because you can apply it to a pet like the Spinosaurus, which literally duplicates mutations and stuff, and it's just way too overpowered for everybody to be getting it for free, but that seems to be what's happening. Now, luckily, I do have a bunch of methods that we as a community can be doing to actually reach this point faster. On top of doing these methods, I mean, you also have a chance at these individual rewards, which include a bunch of level up lollipops and Grandmaster sprinklers. And you get a lot of rewards. Right now, the NPC is looking for berry plants, which is actually the best because I do have a specific garden for this. Berry plants can consist of literally anything that has the name berry in it, and I believe in slot number 3, I have a lot planted because of previous events where I've needed this. This is basically the slot in my garden where I plant the stuff that I will possibly be needing in events. And yeah, as you can see, lots of strawberries, lots of blueberries, and they all have a bunch of mutations on them, which is amazing. Now, a free-to-play method that I highly recommend you guys do, and you don't have to pay to win this, is by literally holding down the E button. Pressing E one by one does collect stuff, but if you hold it down, as you can see right here, my count, or well, my backpack is full. Hold up. Wait, we don't actually want to sell this. Oops, I almost sold it, but we want to get our event lantern, go to the event, talk to this berry lady, and then submit all plants. Now, as I was saying, if you actually hold down E, what it basically does is it makes your avatar collect stuff immediately. As you can see, I am instantly collecting all of this stuff. And look, I'm even getting duplicates of the blueberry seed. Now, keep in mind, this is like just the raw method. It's not even the best part because somehow my inventory is already full. So let's head on over here, go to the berry plants, and submit all of our plants. The best part is these grow very fast. So if you do get this berry prompt, I highly recommend you fill it out. You can easily contribute to this, and it's super easy to do so. The developers might also be requiring it to where you actually have to have contributed to the event in order to get the Mega Lollipop. So make sure you do play this update. But here we go. Let's go over here. Actually, no, we need to come to this guy. Submit all plants. And you know what? To make this faster, there's another method. And that is purchasing this Harvest All, which actually, surprisingly, is only 9 Robux. And in my opinion, this is one of the best, I guess, somewhat pay-to-win things they have added. Because look at that, bro. Oh my gosh. Not only do you actually help out with this event so much, but on top of that, look at my season pass, bro. My level is going crazy, bro. And boom, I can just collect a bunch of rewards. Let's go. Thank you very much. But yes, this lasts a very long time, like especially if you have a full decked out garden, which you guys should all have. This does take a while to go through the entire process, but it literally farms out everything for you in your garden, so that way you don't have to pick it up one by one. And there we go. Finally collected all fruits. Let's go over here to the berry plants and submit all. And as you can see, my game is literally freezing because of how many things I probably just got. And hello, where are my rewards? Okay, I guess when you literally submit like 1,000 plants from your inventory, it doesn't really tell you what your rewards are. But yes, you do get a bunch of this stuff. I think I might have gotten something like super basic because clearly it wasn't anything good enough for me to care about. But what if I told you you could make this even better? Now, hypothetically, for this other method, you are going to need the harvest hall, but you are able to also walk around your garden and basically pick everything. However, I'm going to go to save slot number 1 because in this garden, I have so much plants. And I should know when you're doing this, a lot of the stuff in your inventory isn't actually going to go away. Because as you can see, there is so many things that I have planted down that is not actually a berry type plant. The only way this NPC takes it is if it's a berry plant at the moment. This changes every hour, but right now I have things like coconuts and tomatoes, and they're definitely not berries, so they have just stayed in my inventory. And I could go and harvest everything in my garden one by one, but I would have to actually sell my inventory before I can do that. However, this harvest all over here, or never mind, it usually does bypass the system, but not if your inventory is already full. So I guess in that case, I might as well sell my inventory. It's not worth a lot anyways. That's literally only 4 billion. But if we go to our garden, now I can harvest all on this garden. And since this one is significantly better, not only am I going to get more things, but the stuff that I actually collect here will be worth more points. Bro, look at my character. What is going on? It is pay to win, but I do like how they've basically made this an advantage for the entire community, because not only does it help the person who has spent the Robux on their season pass where they can earn a bunch of really cool rewards, but on top of that, you can contribute to this little berry thing where you submit all your plants and you get a bunch of rewards. I got watering cans, bro. Are we serious? And the only thing this takes, bro, is literally just a switch of a few gardens. Like, you can stack this up into every single one of your gardens. The next one I want to do is save slot number 2, because this one I believe is my best. All right, now enough time should have passed to where I'm able to change this garden. Come on, save slot number 3. There it is. And like I said, this is, in my opinion, my best garden. Wait, why did I go to save slot number 3 again? Oh my God, I'm about to crash out, bro. I meant to go to number 2. But it is fine that I came back to this, because what I can constantly do is literally just either hold on to the items that I have an abundance of in my inventory, trade them to an altar, or give them to someone else, or I can go ahead and sell them in order to be able to carry more of the stuff that I can currently use, such as these strawberries. This is very good, and you don't have to spend Robux to do this, because this is a very simple thing to pick up, and I mean, you could put them all together. Bro, I also have like so many blueberry seeds, I believe. Like, if I wanted to, I could plant a ton of these. Let me see how many seeds I have. Yes, 76 more. Technically, you don't really need more than this, because your inventory is going to fill up, and you can just go ahead and take this directly to the NPC. Oh my God, are you serious? It just changed to leafy plants? Bro, no, I'm not ready no more. Wait, did it just take my blueberries and stuff? I guess somehow my blueberries are leafy plants. Okay. All right, bro, finally I can go to save slot number 2, where I have the biggest amount of plants, and actually the ones of the highest rarity, and like a ton of mutations on literally every single thing. Bro, I know for a fact I'm gonna regret taking this, because look, literally everything in here has a bunch of mutations, but technically currency in this game is completely useless, so I might as well go ahead and harvest it all. All right, here we go. 9 Robux to harvest all of this stuff. Look, I'm even completing achievements, so it's technically good in multiple ways. It just helps you, bypass the fact that you have to hold E for everything. But it is possible both ways. Let's go ahead, give this a shot. Here we go. Leafy plants. I really don't know what that entitles, but submit all. And there we go. As you can see, we just got 1,200 points added to the thing. That leaves me with like a bajillion different plans that I can't even actually use. But like I said, this Mega Lollipop is incredibly good. I think a lot of players now are actually going to try to complete these brand new milestones they've added. I mean, there's even more rewards after, like you get a medium increase to Safari shop stock chains, and then there's also going to be a Safari travel merchant unlocked after the event has been removed. I'm pretty sure that is actually going to come in the next update as well. This seems to be a 1 week type of event and not something that's going to be here for a very long time. But I will say I kind of like this one because it's global. So no matter what, if you don't play for like a few days, that's fine. You're still up to date. You get access to all the items inside the shop. And oh, would you look at that? I accidentally just unlocked a level up lollipop and a Grandmaster Sprinkler while I was recording this video. That's also another reason why I didn't really want to do this season pass, because I knew you could do this, bro. And with all these mutations events inside of the game now, you're able to collect a bunch of stuff. What I highly recommend you guys do, instead of constantly buying the harvest doll, just get a garden with a bunch of different types of plants, every type of variant pretty much. And then when this NPC comes around, just click the submit all plants, and every single time that you have whatever it is looking for, it will automatically submit it for you until you have none left. That's how you save the most amount of Robux, and that's how you also save the most amount of time. But obviously, the other strategy, if you are actively in the game, I definitely recommend, you quickly switch out your save slots, and you literally just collect the plants, bro, because you can get a lot, and especially before it's fully loaded. It lets you collect them, which if you do collect them before then, it instantly regrows as soon as it fully grows, or as soon as your garden like fully loads and updates. But my inventory is actually full right now, so it's not gonna let me literally pick up anything. So I think our best decision is going to be to wait until some other people can help us get to this. And the next thing that we actually unlock is a new weather type of event, which is amazing. And then the pet shard jumbo, and last but not least, the mega lollipop. And then the rest I don't really care about. But I believe the leafy plants might actually update in like a minute, because it's about to be 7 p.m. And that is about when it updates. Come on. And yes, it just went to vegetable plants. So since I still have a bunch of stuff, I'm just going to submit it. And that gave me 88 points. Bro, I did all that for 88 points. And if you want to really take this to another level, you can implement a pet into your garden that basically allows you to duplicate everything. Since this is my best garden and everything is growing and it's super easy to grow everything, let me show you what I mean. There's a super easy pet called the giant ant inside of the bug egg that every player can actually obtain. I believe I have a bunch of bug eggs. Yes, I have 52 of them, bro. Oh my goodness, God knows how long it's been since I opened these. But I'm gonna go ahead and open these in order to try and get one of these. So I can skip all 4 eggs at the same time. So let's go ahead and spend 196 Robux to do that real quick. And hopefully we get a giant ant out of this, because that's actually what we need. Caterpillar? No, we don't exactly need that. Not another caterpillar. Okay, that's 3 caterpillars. And yes, we got a giant ant. If I put this ant down, you will see that its ability is actually pretty cool. Right here, it says a 10% chance harvested fruits duplicate. Yeah, you probably have gotten the idea already. Harvested fruits is literally inside of every single thing. So everything has a 10% chance to duplicate. And now if I go ahead and do the harvest all, and actually, you know what? Let's make this even better. Since we're doing a harvest all, we can go ahead and place down a bunch more tomatoes. Now, keep in mind, this would have obviously been a little bit better if I actually still had the blueberry requirement and not like vegetable or whatever it is now. But what this literally allows you to do is incredible. Let's go ahead and grow all these blueberries. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't need one that big, bro. You don't really want to keep a blueberry this big. It makes everything so much harder to grab, bro. And that's not something what you need. Be aware this is a very laggy thing to do if you have a massive garden. But now if you harvest all with this pet down, even a giant ant at level 2, it literally duplicates everything inside of your garden, or a lot of the stuff that you have, meaning you get so much more. Look at that. We're already getting 15 more blueberries, or strawberries, 11 more blueberries, and a ton more. Like, this just goes on and on. Sadly, I don't think it's a vegetable, so I'm not going to be able to use this very good. But hey, look, we still got 494 points just off of that, which gave us a safari crate. Be careful, though, if you have a bigger garden than this. It could be very laggy for you, but for me, it is not too bad. But if you enjoyed this video, please click on this video on the screen right here. I went ahead, picked it for you myself. I really think this is a video that you're going to like, so pick it fast. This video is about to end. Until then, bye.